my girlfriend to get out of my house after what her stepbrother did. Depends on what he did.
Okay.
Girlfriend was over at my place 2 days ago. We're both 20. She has a stepbrother who's 23. Before this, I'd only met him a few times and he seemed like a regular dude. She asked if it was okay for him to come over for a couple of hours. I said, why not? He said he would get booze and pizza, and my parents were away visiting relatives.
Take your time.
For
Take
the
your time.
weekend. So I figured, shut up. And my parents were away visiting relatives for the weekend, so I figured we could shoot the shit.
Take your time.
It's not my fault.
Take your time.
It's not my fault. I'm stuffy. I feel stuff in my nose, and then I'm trying. There's a lot happening over here.
Take your time.
Leave me alone. Okay. Wow. Okay. Basically, he figured that he could shoot the shit. You don't know what shoot the shit mean? It means chill. Period. I have a little sister who's 15. They came over and she stayed up in her room the entire time. We were all a bit tipsy, and my girlfriend's stepbrother asked if he could use the washroom. I pointed him to the one down the hall. My girlfriend and I were preoccupied and didn't even realize how much time he was taking until we heard raised voices upstairs. We immediately went up to check what was going on and found my sister crying. What you do to the sister?
I need to hear more.
Okay.
I need to hear more.
Dude had gone up instead of using the washroom. My sister's door had been ajar, so he apparently walked into her room. All details I managed to wrangle from my crying sister, by the way. She was taken by shock and was trying to stay calm, but he wasn't leaving. He was trying to chat her up. She told him to get the fuck out, and he closed the door behind him instead, which is why she started freaking out. She tried to get past him to the door, and he grabbed her, but she managed to open it anyway. I'd reached the landing by then, so he backed off. Obviously, I was super fucking pissed. There was a lot of screaming going on, lots of accusations. We were all drunk except for my sister. After getting the story from her girlfriend's stepbrother was stuttering and deflecting. I'm pretty sure I threatened violence at some point. As you should. Because
so the dude went in the sister's room
instead of going to the bathroom,
and what it sounds
him
to get out, but instead he closed the door behind him
and stayed there and tried to basically talk. And she's just
that sounds like rape.
It does. It sounds like the start of rape. But he said chat her up. If he would have said,
ain't no way.
No, the sister told him the story. The sister's sober. She's only 15.
No, I'm saying, but it sounds like he was trying to do some things.
Yes, but he didn't make it to the point of touching her until she tried to get out the door and he grabbed her.
Mm-hmm.
So he never got close to her until she tried to get out the door.
He needs to leave.
So basically, he had the mindset to do something to this girl.
He needs to leave.
And
immediately.
He needs to go.
Immediately.
To
jail.
Police.
Electric chair.
Like.
Buzz.
This is ridiculous. Okay. My girlfriend was trying to be the mediator. She said I had to calm down and couldn't fly off the handle based off word of mouth. But I was there. I saw my sister crying in panic. I know what she's like, and I know she wouldn't lie about something like this. Why would she? I told her stepbrother to get out of my house. My girlfriend kept saying we could sort this out and have a proper conversation, but I didn't see what conversation there was to be had. There wasn't a conversation.
Why is she trying to make
your stepbrother out for going in there in the first place? Because that's not where he was supposed to go.
So she's basically justifying his actions.
Mm-hmm.
This might not be the first time then.
This is the problem with families. Y'all sit over here and think, oh, they would never do such a thing.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do it. They are going to do it. A lot of families.
Like, first of all, that's your stepbrother. You don't even know him like that. You don't even know him like that.
He ain't blood.
He ain't blood. So I don't care about none of that stuff. You don't even know him like that. As a stepbrother, you don't know him like that. And you cannot defend him on that. I'm so sorry. He left a 15-year-old crying her eyes out
because she was scared.
She was scared out of her mind by him. No,
that's not something to justify.
Girl is not just gonna bust out in tears over nothing.
No, of course not. That's just no.
I don't. And y'all were tipsy and drunk. I believe it.
I just don't.
Eventually, she said, "What if my sister was lying? Kick her out too." In front of my sister's face, I asked her what on earth would make her think that. And she said she's a kid and could be making it up for attention. Like the title said, I lost my shit. I told her to get the fuck out, and afterwards she kept calling me, but I ignored everything. Break up with her.
Whoa. So she said that the sister was lying?
She insinuated that what if the sister was lying because she's young, they make up things.
But even if that's true, because sometimes...
It
happens. But the thing is that why are you justifying his actions? Why was he in the room?
And not only that, why was he in the room, but also it's just like, don't insinuate when there's something of this type of situation, you don't insinuate that people are lying.
No.
That's just wrong, and it's tacky, and it's giving off a mindset that you believe the people, you believe the perpetrator. You don't believe the victims, and that's wild. Because she's a victim. At the end of the day,
she's a victim.
At the end of the day, whether it happened or not, she's a victim.
She was about to
happen to her. So no.
In her house.
You need to break up with her.
In her house. At that. You need to break up with her, because if she's willing to defend her brother on this, just imagine the things she would defend him on any other time. That's why I said I don't think. That's why I said I don't think it's the first time.
It can't be, but all right. The dust has settled a bit. I went over everything again with my little sister. She promised me it had happened the way she was telling me. She told me she was scared he was going to SA her. My girlfriend texted me this morning saying I shouldn't have raised my voice like that, and I scared her. I thought of apologizing then, but she still hadn't said a word about apologizing to my sister or addressing the issue with her stepbrother. I only replied that we had to talk, and she said there's nothing to talk about. There's no hard proof, in her words, and the stepbrother ended up doing nothing. So she told me she would deal with him and I should drop it. Break up with her.
What?
She's talking about there's no hard proof.
So drop
there's
it?
Never really hard proof. And that's the problem. Y'all think because there's not hard proof that
just break up with her.
Break up with her.
Break up, because now you know what her mindset is. Break up with her.
Exactly. Because if it actually had happened to your sister, she would be sitting over here literally like, oh, there's no proof that he did anything to her. Mm-hmm. Even though her panties on the floor over here, her shirt ripped up over there.
I don't like this story. You picked a story, huh?
I don't know if I'm the asshole for the way I handled this. Maybe if cooler heads prevailed, this silent treatment wouldn't have happened and we could have discussed everything. I don't know what to do from now on either. I love that girl. I don't want us to be over, so I want some advice on where to go from here. Break up with her. I don't care how much you love her.
Break up with her.
This just showed you everything you needed to know about
her character. Break up with. That's the only advice I can give you.
I'm so serious, and I'm going to the comments to see what they said, because I know they're saying break up.
I hope your sister is okay. I know she's probably traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
Break up with her. There's no other option but to break up with her, because ain't no way she thought that was okay. Oh, there's no proof.
In this day and age, be for real. Be for real.
She gotta go.
She has to go. And
you will find somebody else.
And let me tell you something. And my whole thing is, if you don't break up with her, you're betraying your sister.
Definitely, because you're not defending your sister.
Hell out of your sister. Because
it's the point that
at that point you're no longer her protector.
And the thing is that it's different if your sister is known for lying, but if you know your sister to a T, you're not even protecting her to the point that you're just like, all right, no, she got to go. So it's different if your sister is known for lying, but if she's not, and you're just like, that's odd of her. That means she's telling the truth.
Honestly, how I feel,
the girl got to go. I'm sorry.
I feel like any person who can stay friends with, be with, or anything of that nature be with people that hurt your family, you're a different level of something. Like, you're a different level of delusional. Mm-hmm. You're a different level of disrespectful. Because it's just like, you know for a fact they hurt them. Right. And not even that they hurt them, or they make them feel some type of way, to the point that she was over here crying her eyes out. And then you know for a fact, and then she had the nerve to sit over here and call your sister a liar. And you're going about something that's so. And you need advice. And you need advice. I think you need to break up with her. Because at this point, you're choosing your girlfriend over your sister, someone who you haven't known for that long. You know, you said for 15 years. You know this girl for I don't know how long, probably months. That's what I'm saying. Break up with her. If it's not even months, it's only a few years. It hasn't been 15 years. It ain't been 15 years. I know you didn't, because I know you changed her diapers. I know you fed her and everything, but at this point, you are one of her protectors. And if you stay with somebody who would say something like that about that, and she's scared that she was going to be SA'd, you are a different type of evil in this world. That's just all I have to say about that. So either you're going to be a protector, or you're going to be a dickhead. Okay. Understood. So yeah, I am going to say you're not the asshole for kicking them out. You're not the asshole for how you handled the situation. But you will be one. You are the asshole for sitting over here trying to figure out what you should do. Break up with that girl. Break up with her. As soon as possible. Leave that girl alone. All right. Now I want to know the comments, though. I know they all saying the same things we did. I'm sorry, but your girlfriend is just as trashy as her fucking pedo brother. Oh. The only proof these people need is that he chose to go up to a second floor bedroom and enter a young girl's room. She wasn't lying about that he was in there. He knew that wasn't the bathroom. He knew where the bathroom was. That's the proof. Mm-hmm. Okay, so OP said, I'm definitely not losing sleep over the way I treated the stepbrother. I think I should have done worse and could have done worse, but I just wanted him out of the house. I'm pissed because over these 2 days, all her texts were about how she felt and how I could have handled the situation better, and she's never seen this side of me. Which is all true, but when I messaged her back to ask her about her bro, her response was effectively, drop it. I can't believe she's being so callous about this. Bitch. It's not about you. Oh my god. It's never been about you. She's making it all about herself. Break up with her. It's never been about you. Break up. At this point, that's all you can say. Bitch. Break up with her. Please. To a 15-year-old. Like, girl, you're 20 years old. Grow up. Girl, you over here worried about the fact that you haven't seen this side of him. Girl. But talking about drop it. What you mean drop it? Drop it. Girl. Drop it. No. How about he drop some charges? How about that? How about he drop them? How about he go ahead and put the charges on his ass? Hello. How about he call 911? To jail. Prison. Right. Drop. She really did off with that. Assault, because you did put your hands on her. Assault. Put him straight in jail. Just because you want him to drop it, put him in jail. No, but yeah, I'm going to drop it. I'm about to drop it right now. So this is your court date? Mm-hmm. Since you wanted me to drop it, let's see if the judge drops it. That. Can't believe she said some bullshit like that. She said, drop it. You know what? It's okay. Go to that judge and see if they drop it. Someone said she's teeing up to say, well, even if your sister was scared, so was I, and I'm not making a fuss, so just get over it. It's a bullshit false equivalency to make OP feel bad and forget about the fact that her brother is a rapist. There was no good reason for him to be in that room, especially with the door shut. And he lied about where he was going for a reason. The door wasn't shut. I can correct that. The sister's door was open, but it didn't give him the right to go in it. But he closed the door behind him. He closed the door behind him when he went in the room, but initially her door was not closed. It was open.
It doesn't even matter.
It
doesn't even matter. She never went in there.
Just because somebody's door is open at the house
does not mean hello.
It don't mean that you're welcome.
But the thing is that it's different if you went in there and said hi, but you proceeded to close the door behind you.
If I go to somebody's house and they tell me the bathroom is upstairs, I know their sister is already upstairs. If her room door is open, I'm walking straight past the room.
Well, if I know the sister, I'm gonna say
hey.
Knocking.
But if I don't,
hey.
He had only met this dude a couple occasions. I think this was his first time at his house. So that means you don't even know that girl, and you sat over here. Your first instinct should have been, oh, there's an open room door. I'm just gonna walk.
That has nothing to do with me.
It has nothing to do with you. It has anything else going on in that house besides what you went there for has nothing to do with you. He should have walked straight past her door, went to the bathroom. He told him where the bathroom was. Yeah, no. Leave her. Please break up with her. And if you don't, like I said, you're the asshole at that point. Next story.
Woohoo.
Am I the asshole for not working with the father of my children to make his and his wife's relationship with the kids better? That ain't your job.
I need to hear the story because I don't know.
I, 36 female, have a 9-year-old boy and girl, twins, with my ex, 40 male. We were together for 3 years, and when he got me pregnant, he left me to go back to his ex-wife, 39 female, who it turns out was still legally his wife. This is messy already. Messy. For context, when we met, he told me he was divorced and he had friends who backed him up. Girl, never listen to the friends. Never listen to the friends.
Never listen to the friends.
You
could never listen to them. I mean, you can.
No. I remember listening to the friends in high school, and they were all lying to me. So never listen to the friends.
I mean.
Don't start. Do not start. Anyway, for context, when we met, okay, yes. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
For context, when we met, he told me he was divorced and he had friends who backed him up. He never gave any vibes that would make me think otherwise, and he seemed like a devoted partner, and we had talked about marriage and kids. He told me he wasn't close to his family, but his friends were like his family, and I bought that too. They were around us enough. The truth came out when I was 5 months pregnant. He told me it wasn't working and he wanted us to co-parent instead. I found out within weeks that he was back together with his ex-wife, and they supposedly remarried. They never were, but they were never divorced. I don't know if they had broken up or separated over her not having kids, or whether there was a plan to get kids some other way. But she couldn't have kids, and they acted like the twins were going to be theirs. Oh no! Oh no! Absolutely not.
Wait, what?
So basically, she couldn't have kids.
The new one.
The ex-wife. That's now his wife. The one he went back to.
Okay.
So the girl that's the OP was never his wife.
Mm-hmm.
She was his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. They talked about marriage and kids, and basically he left. He left when she was 5 months pregnant, and pretty much
he went back
to his ex-wife. They were never really divorced, so he went back to his wife.
So basically, cheated.
Yeah.
There you go.
She doesn't know if they were ever really separated or not.
Okay.
But she went back. Basically, she doesn't know why they were not together for the time. She doesn't know if it was because she couldn't have kids or anything of that nature. But because she couldn't have kids, they acted like her kids were theirs. Dumb ain't her kids. And honestly and truly,
Well, they got it. Well, they got a bonus mom.
Stepmom.
Right, but
it's not, but you don't. But okay.
I need to hear more. Because
Okay, because it could go many.
That's what I'm saying, because
okay,
if she can't have kids and her husband but her husband has kids and she feels like, hey, I can treat these like my kids.
The way that these kids came about, I think.
I just think they were separated. Okay.
Because I need more details.
I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with what they're doing right now. Honestly,
I don't know because I don't know how she's doing it.
Okay, so continue, but I don't think it's wrong right now. From what I think, I don't think nothing's wrong.
You gonna think it's wrong now?
Oh.
They tried to force me to let her be present at the birth.
Why did you just disappoint me? I just defended you.
And that's why I said what I said. That's why I was trying to say.
I don't
know about that.
I was defending you.
I think that's why I was like, we need more details because I don't.
Okay, I need more details though. I need more details. No.
I found out he was close with his family, and they had no idea he'd been with me. There was a mess with them that I only know the fraction of because I met these people twice. My ex said they'd happily raise the babies together and I could call once a year, and I said no. He tried to take her kids. Hell no. Hell no. No.
I just defended you, and you...
I knew it was a no from the beginning.
But...
No. Because first of all, I knew it was a no because he left her at 5 months pregnant. And you went back to your ex-wife. Now all of a sudden you want to be a part of my child's life. I ain't never gonna be against letting a father be a father to his kids.
Right.
But when you say they're trying to make her kids their kids, I knew exactly where she was going. I'm like, ain't no way. No. There's a certain way. There's no way. No, because there's a certain way to do things. As a stepmother, those are not your kids. You know they're not your kids. And you have to treat, and it's not that you treat them as such, but you understand there's a boundary. I will never be your mother. You have a mother.
I
will be a bonus mother if you need me as that. You don't force yourself to be their mother.
I was defending you, girl. I was defending you.
All right.
I was just...
All right, let's continue. I didn't invite him to the hospital to see them be... Oh, wait. I'm gonna go ahead.
What?
Because I was going to say, and another thing.
Okay.
He lied about not being close to his family.
Mm-hmm.
Family didn't even know about her.
So it sounds like you cheated.
He was cheating.
You were cheating.
I didn't invite him to the hospital to see them being born, but I did notify him via text that the twins were born. I had a lawyer by the time I delivered the twins, so I was working with her to get the best outcome because I knew they'd fight me for custody. I communicated with him only through text and email at first. And for the first year, the twins
Paper trail,
with
as you
me.
should.
Mm-hmm. And for the first year, the twins remained with me despite CPS being called, and I know it was them. And them trying to get full custody in court, which the judge rejected. And that...
What? You really trying to take these because you can't have kids? If you don't adopt...
No, for real. Not trying to steal people's kids.
If you don't adopt...
50-50 custody was established once the twins were one. But it was hell. There was a lot of attempts to make decisions they legally could not make without me. And I had to document that. They called her mommy around the twins, encouraged her to have this special bond with the twins, and even sent videos of her being with the twins and claiming them as hers. They constantly tried to push for more time, a few minutes or hours. I had to be firm and set clear boundaries and point out the custody order. When the twins were 5, after a lot of parental alienation and attempts to take over as the parents, my ex lost custody for a while and was only allowed supervised visits.
As you should.
As you should.
As you should. Because they really tried. You really tried to steal her kids.
Like literally making them call her mommy and all. Like that's too much.
You really try to steal these lady's kids.
That's too much. Y'all are insane in the head. there was some back and forth regarding that because every time he progressed to every other weekend, they would be back to their old ways and trying to influence the kids to call her mommy and attempting to essentially steal the kids from me. By the time the twins were 7, he was back to 50% custody. The twins' relationship with them was not good.
Oh no!
I'm not surprised.
Well, now they're 7. Now they're 7. They know. They're
very aware. All right. This has been a problem for 2 years now, and he has told me about it via email a few times, but has asked me for help lately. My ex complains that the kids are rejecting them and especially rejecting his wife. He mentioned how they wanted to sit in on a therapy session with the kids since I have them in therapy. But the kids said no to his wife being there and how they act like they don't know her and they don't listen to her. Well, maybe because you tried to force yourself upon them.
Oh, it's just,
they didn't need another
the karma. See, if they would have just started as a, hey, she's a bonus mom, I promise you the relationship would have been so much better.
No, if they would have just started as, hey, this is daddy's friend. No, because that's how you have to start. You can't start like
they're babies.
That. I understand, but also when people are getting old, okay, as kids get older, kids start to
now when
understand.
The friend would have been like at 4 or 5, but now they're 7. Hey, we're married. This is your stepmom says.
But
I'll
the
say
thing about it is they started out.
They started out wrong.
Like they started out as babies with them, forcing them to call her mom at 1 year old.
So that's what I said. So if they would have just started as friend, hey, this is my friend. Then like at 6, 7, hey.
And not even friend. Y'all could have just been like, hey. No, it actually could have been like, hey, this is daddy's friend. Her name is Miss Such and Such. Da 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 da. And they would have been able to call her is Miss Such and Such. Now, that's on them to build a bond. That's on her at that young age. She can't force herself upon kids that already have a mother. When kids already have a mother, you cannot force yourself upon them and say, hey, I'm your new mom. That's not how shit goes. They didn't build a relationship with you. They don't need you as another mom when it starts off.
If you should have just built that relationship before they can know, hey, this is someone I can call a mom figure.
Yeah, because honestly, you could have just started out just being like, hey, I got this for the kids. Like, I just wanted to help out just a little bit here and there. If you needed some help or whatever. Yeah. Like, you could have offered your assistance, but you full on tried to be their mother. And that was your first problem. You tried to force motherhood upon them, and that's not what they wanted.
I need you to go adopt. You know what? Don't even adopt. Don't even trust you.
I don't trust you with no kids.
I don't even trust you.
All right. I have refused to help him and work with him on this. He sent some strongly worded emails about us needing to work together for the sake of the kids. I admit part of me is so happy about it all after all they put me through and how they tried to take my kids after using me the way I was. I wish my kids didn't have to see them at all. I know this might make me the asshole though, because it's about the kids. Am I the asshole? No.
They try to steal your kids.
They try to take your kids. And not only that, she's trying to take your spot.
It's that movie. This is based on a movie.
Based on the movie. This is the movie.
No, this is a movie. It's a movie. I know because they try to take the kids. What movie is it? I know what movie it is. I cannot think. If you guys know the movie I'm talking about, please comment below because it is a movie. It's with black people.
Are you talking about the one with Gabrielle Union and the
No. That one too. It's kind of like Obsessed. Yes.
That white girl was up in that bed.
She was
with the baby.
She said she was saying, "Oh, your mommy." And This is basically Obsessed plus the Gabrielle Union movie.
So basically, what I'm saying is, you're not the asshole.
You're not. They try to kill your kids.
Just keep your paper trail going because all of this is going to prove to the judge that you just genuinely need 100%. Because for the wife to want to sit in on their therapy sessions, that's already weird.
And your kids saying no, because they're just like, no, I don't even know this lady.
She needs therapy. She can't have
Then try to be in the room when you gave birth.
Yeah, like
I had feelings she was in there. She would have been taking pictures and putting it on Facebook. Tell me, look at my babies.
She needs therapy because she found out she couldn't have kids, and now it's affecting her mentally. She needs therapy. Period. So I'm gonna go to the comments because, yeah.
Oh my god.
To me, it sounds like this could have been planned out. She can't have kids. He finds a girl. Friends back up the story. He's divorced. She gets pregnant. He goes back to wife, and they try to take the kids through the system. They are the type of people to lie and manipulate to try to get the kids. Not too far-fetched. They didn't hatch the plan to begin with. I think they planned this shit out too.
I think it was a plan, probably.
This
Get somebody pregnant. I can't have kids, so you go and get somebody pregnant. Then we're gonna try to take the kids and make it seem like they're unstable.
Because mind you, the family didn't even know about her. The family knew nothing of her.
Right.
But they know life.
Right. So this was planned.
Someone said, not the asshole. You can't force relationships like they want to. The kids are going to do and think however they want, no matter what anybody tries to do. They've been against you this entire time, trying to undermine you and get those kids from you. They've done this to themselves, and they did. They did. To be blunt, he used you to get children. I'm so sorry. Listen to your kids. Let them lead. If they don't want to see their father and wife, help them in that. If they do want to develop the relationship, you should help them do that too. However, it sounds like the father and his wife created this current situation themselves while giving you hell. So no, I would do as little as possible. Once the children are old enough, they can choose for themselves if they want to keep seeing him. I agree. Because at a certain age, children are able to.
They're going to tell you, like, no, I don't want to go there.
They're able to make that decision, and they're able to tell the judge, I don't want to go over there. So I just say, let this keep playing out.
This was really planned out.
I say, let this keep going. Let it keep playing how it's playing, and eventually the kids are gonna tell the judge. It's not gonna be you. The kids are gonna tell.
Because they're experiencing it.
It's gonna be a thing where the kids eventually are gonna tell the judge they don't want to go over there, how uncomfortable they feel, and what's really going on. And at that point, the judge is not gonna have any choice but to give you 100% custody. So
no, well, some judges are buttholes.
Depending on the judge.
Gotta say, some judges are buttholes.
In my opinion, after seeing all that, if she's keeping a paper trail, baby, that's a full clean cut case to me. Keep doing what you're doing. You are not the asshole. You don't have to help them to make a relationship because they're ruining that themselves. Okay.
But I'm so sorry you were used for kids.
I am very sorry that this happened to you because this is not.
You were basically used as a surrogate.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry because you don't deserve that.
No,
nobody deserves that. And honestly, just keep fighting for your kids. You keep fighting for whatever your kids want. If your kids don't want to go over there, fight for it. If they want to be with you, fight for it. Because that's what's going to win at the end of the day. You keep fighting. And do not let them people get in your head and make you think that you're wrong because you're not. It is about the kids. It is.
Defend your kids to the end.
I just say, you feel like you're the asshole because it's about the kids, but it is about the kids. That's the thing. The kids don't want to go over there. Listen to your kids. Don't listen to their parents. Listen to your kids. Period. Because that lady crazy and she delusional. Very delulu.
Obsessed.
It's not giving.
Obsessed. It's giving obsessed.
Chill. Okay.
It's giving Beyonce.
Y'all it's some sickos in this world and y'all are proving it in all these stories. I can't even lie. All right.
Next story.
Last story.
You weren't supposed to match my energy.
Then why am I with you?
I thought we broke up. You just told me you were moving to a hospital. I know y'all saw it. Y'all said it. Remember I said, yeah, so I thought you moved to a hot place.
If you wasn't on this camera, I'd throw a shoe at your forehead.
Then you see that empty orange juice box?
How you gonna get it? Because it's over here by me. You
I would not.
Glass, and I promise you
forget
going
that.
to jail.
Forget that. This is mine. You
Jail.
think? You think?
Jail. All right, y'all. Last story for Am I the asshole for taking my grandparents' side over my mom's side about my grandparents not wanting to be grandparents to my half-sister? Depends what your half-sister did.
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to defend my grandma to the ends of this world, but sometimes my grandma is wrong. So I'm going to defend her.
I mean, sometimes my grandma's wrong too.
But I'm going to defend her. So
I'll defend them to the point that they're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
To the point in which they're not wrong.
It's going to have you thinking like,
but if they're wrong, I ain't defending you if you're wrong.
No, I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell them they're wrong. But nobody else needs to know that they're wrong. Okay?
I defend you in public. I'll correct you in private.
Exactly. But continue.
6 years ago, my dad died, and my mom stayed close with my dad's family because they had always been close. I was 10 and my brother was 8, and we were way closer to my dad's side than my mom's side. Mom was closer to dad's side than hers, so it was good for us too. We got especially close to our grandparents after dad died, and we spent a lot more time with them. They helped babysit us so mom could keep working and do other stuff. Mom met her new husband 2 years ago, and they got married last year. Dad's family were supportive, but things got a little weird because they found it hard to see mom with him, and mom had expected him to be embraced as a member of the family, but they couldn't.
Understood, because their son just died.
Right.
Well, not just died, but he died.
But they're used to seeing they're used to seeing their son with you.
Mm-hmm. Take your time.
Mom and them talked, and she was sad about it, but it looked like she understood, and she didn't stop me and my brother from seeing them, but she stepped back a little bit. They still call mom and check in on her and visited occasionally. But with her husband, it was clear it was hard for them. It was hard for me and my brother. It still is sometimes. And yes, we're in therapy, but it's still weird and not super easy to see mom with some other guy. Mom and her husband had a baby together in October, and during the pregnancy, things between her and my dad's family got weirder. She announced to them by giving my grandparents shirts that said they were expecting another grandkid. That's not their grandkid.
That is not your grandkid. That is not, no. That's not even related. So that ain't their grandkid. I don't got to take care of that kid.
Exactly. It was weird, and they asked what it was supposed to mean, and mom said she was pregnant and she wanted them to be grandparents to her new baby and not just us. I don't know how many talks they had, but what I know is they didn't want to be grandparents to the baby, and mom cried a lot about it. Cry on, sister girl, cry on.
I don't want to be rude, but where are your parents?
No, for real.
If they passed away, I'm so sorry. But
that as well.
No, I'm so sorry, but
but it's also just like you can't force them to be grandparents to your baby. I'm so sorry.
And they're nowhere near related.
They're not. Just because y'all close don't mean y'all that close.
Now it's different if y'all were close, like really close. That's different.
But it's to the point y'all are only close because you dated their son and you were with their son when he died.
Right. So it's different, but it's
different.
No.
All right. When my half-sister was born, she tried to include my dad's family and tried to make them come around to the idea that she was a part of their family. They did visit, but their feelings didn't change. My mom also tried to make me and my brother say sister instead of half-sister.
Well, that is your sister.
That is y'all sister. I mean, technically, that is y'all sister.
Okay, so now y'all doing too much.
Y'all are kind of doing too much because I have half brothers and sisters, but they are my brothers and sisters. I don't call them half brothers. That is your sister. We blood.
Now y'all doing too much. The grandparents have the weight, but no, that is literally your sister.
Grandparents have a valid reason.
But that is literally your sibling.
Can relax. I see why y'all in therapy for sure.
Yeah, because
y'all doing too much. All right. But we both still say that. I always will because she is, and I do feel differently about her than my brother. She's 16 years younger than me, and she has a different dad. It's not the same as with my brother, who has the same parents and family as me, and he's only 2 years younger. My mom doesn't like it. She increased our therapy to try to get us to change our minds, but I haven't, and I don't think my brother has changed his mind changes either. Y'all are a problem.
Because that's your sibling.
Your sibling.
It's different if that was like on your dad's side, but literally this is your mom.
It would it would be different if it was a step sibling, but that's literally y'all sibling. That's literally y'all sibling.
I can't.
Blood came out your mother. That's just your sibling on your mom's side. Just because y'all don't have the same parents,
I feel like some people don't want to see their parents with other people.
And so everything about that other person, they can't accept it. But y'all have to accept that that's your blood sister. If y'all get blood tested, y'all don't want your mom literally gonna get positive.
Y'all don't want your mom to be happy. Y'all want they wanted their mom to grieve.
Yeah,
their dad's death until she died.
Yeah. Y'all have to get over that. I'm sorry. No.
Oh.
Let me correct it.
Oh.
Let me correct myself. I'm not saying get over your dad dying. I'm saying get over the fact that your mom is with someone else.
That your mom moved on.
Y'all have to get over that. Y'all have to get over the fact that she moved on because everybody grieves differently. Yes, y'all may still be grieving your dad, and she's possibly still grieving him. But she has to be happy.
She has to be happy.
And I think that's where a lot of people take grief left.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where a lot of people
because they stay in their grief and they don't try to grow.
Yeah, y'all don't try to grow past your grief. You try to sit in your grief, and you can't tell anyone how to grieve, but you can tell when someone's taking their grief a little too far.
Because I understand the grief, I really do, but you have to grow. Because I promise you, the person you're grieving for does not want you to sit in a dark room, crying your eyes out for 17 years over the person. I promise you right now, they're reincarnated into a whole new person.
And my whole thing is, I just feel y'all have to learn that your mom, she probably still loves your dad.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
To the core, she probably still loves him. But she knows, she probably has this
You can tell she still loves him because she still goes to y'all grandparents.
Exactly. If she did not love y'all dad, she wouldn't even have a relationship with them.
So, no, she still loves him, but the point is that you guys need to stop.
Because the grandparents, yes, they have a valid reason for how
they are. Definitely.
The grandparents, they are very valid in the fact that they don't have to accept that child as their grandchild. All they have to worry about is y'all two. She's forcing that, but y'all have to accept her as your sibling because she is your sibling.
Literally.
Like,
and I know if your dad was still alive, he would be pissed at y'all.
And he would tell y'all need to stop it.
Y'all.
Stop that.
That's just so mean.
Grow up.
Continue. That just pissed me off.
Because they really need to grow up. And I see why y'all are in therapy, and your mom should have upped your therapy for that.
She needed to.
Mom. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. I think this added more stress to my mom when it came to the grandparent stuff because she's angry at them now for not stepping up and being there for my half-sister. They argued a few times in the last couple of months. And then I might have made myself an asshole. And I told her I didn't think it was fair for her to keep pushing it. And that my dad's family didn't need to treat my half-sister the same as me and my brother or our cousins. Now that you're correct.
Right, because you're right on that. They don't have to. That is nowhere. There's nothing related.
Just because y'all are close does not mean that they need to step up and do anything for her. Exactly. That's not her kid. Now go to his family and ask for them to step up and be grandparents. Mm-hmm. Go to your family.
Like I'm saying, it's different. It's different if they were so close, and to the point that the grandparents just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna treat this like my own.
Mm-hmm. It would be different if the grandparents were excited when you told them.
Right, but they were just like, what's this mean to me? What?
Like, this means nothing to me. And
sorry to this man.
You came at them very weird about it, telling them they're going to be grandparents.
Like,
no, they're not. No. They're literally not. Just because just because you were married to their son does not mean that you are clinked to them for the rest of life. You're clinked to them till death do y'all part. And death has done y'all part. I'm sorry. Was it not the truth?
That was so mean.
But was it not the truth?
It's the truth, but that was so mean. She ain't died yet.
She ain't died yet, but he has passed on.
Okay, I guess the vows done stopped.
He has passed on. Because those are the vows, though. It's till death do us part.
Well, since death has happened.
You are now a widow. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be sensitive at all. But what I'm telling the truth though, because at the end of the day, now it's a blessing that they are that close to you. That's a blessing, because a lot of families after the death, they'll be like, you go your way, I go my way. We ain't gotta talk unless it's about the kids.
Well, it sounds like that's how they are.
But even no, she said they were very close. They still had a close relationship after he died.
Right, but after that baby, ain't close no more.
But the thing about it is, you tried to force them to be grandparents to a whole other child that has nothing to do with them, has no relation to them at all. So, and that itself, y'all have to stop trying to. First of all, you can't force someone else to be anything to your child.
Mm-hmm. Last story.
Just like the last story. You can't force anything. And people have boundaries. And that's their boundary. And you need to respect it. So you crying about it. I don't know where your parents are. But if they are around,
go to them.
Seek help from your parents. If y'all have that relationship. If y'all don't, baby, I'm so sorry for you.
And now we understand.
But also go to his parents. What about your husband's parents? Why can't they do it?
And hopefully he does not die.
You talking about me.
I'm sorry.
You talking about me.
I'm sorry.
But baby, I'm just being
it's real. Hopefully he does not.
I'm just being for real. I'm not trying to be insensitive. But that's a harsh truth to it all. It's a very harsh truth, but it's a truth. And you need to live with that. You can't force them to be grandparents to somebody that's not blood related to them.
Right.
Period. Right. All they need to worry about is the first two, because those are theirs.
That's blood.
That's blood. They ain't gotta worry about
the other one is water.
Very much so.
Very much.
But let's continue. Mom looked hurt, and she asked me how could I take their side. She said
that's their grandparents.
Right. She said it first came when they wouldn't treat her husband like family, and now her new baby.
Why?
They don't have to.
Why?
They're used to seeing you with their son.
So why would
their son has died. They're probably still grieving.
So why would they? Continue, please.
Okay. All right. I told her they lost their son/brother. And it was hard for them to see his wife start a new family with someone else. She told me my brother and I did better than them. I said we didn't really, but we couldn't control what she does. I said it was still hard for us and we still talk about it. That we're working through it because we want her to be happy, but things won't ever be the same. Okay, where was I? Okay.
Happy.
Okay. That we're working through it because we want her to be happy, but things won't ever be the same because he's not dad and her daughter is not dad's daughter. I told her I completely got my dad's family feeling like they do. And I told her I thought it was weird that she did the shirts for my grandparents.
That was very weird.
She was pregnant. My mom told me she was finding it hard to look at me while I was taking their side. Am I the asshole?
No.
You're not the asshole for taking your grandparents' side because your grandparents are correct.
But you are one for not accepting your sibling.
Right. I feel like
that's your sibling.
I feel like I understand what you're saying. You can't really see anything past your dad, but also you have to understand that it's gonna go past your dad.
Right.
Like, yes, you're grieving, and I understand your grief, and it's hard to lose a parent. I don't know how that feels, and I would never understand how you're feeling about that.
Right, but it's just the point that your mom is happy.
Right.
She found love again.
And I understand you're trying to be happy for her, and that's hard.
That's a progress. You're trying.
You're trying, but you have to understand that you are being an asshole by treating this baby don't deserve that.
Right.
Your sibling doesn't deserve that. Your sibling was brought into this world without permission.
Right.
From them. Pretty much. Without permission, they were brought into this world. They didn't have a choice, and they are helpless. If anything, be there for your little sister. You cannot like the husband all you want to.
Oh yeah, I hate the husband.
You don't, I don't care if you like the husband, but that's your sister.
Right.
At the end of the day, that's your mother's child. Just like, yes, you are your mother and your father's child. All families do not have same parent households. Families are different, and it's okay. That is okay.
But your mom is weird for doing what she did.
Your mom is very weird for how she tried to make your grandparents be grandparents to this child, because that's not their grandchild. That's weird.
Because doing the shirts, because making shirts talking about I'm pregnant, you're going to be grandparents though. Whew.
Exactly.
You must, so you're telling me you froze the sperm? And is that what you're telling me? Because, no.
I'm with you when you're right, but I can't be with you when you're wrong and acting like that towards your baby sibling. That literally has nothing to... She's literally the most innocent one in this situation. You have to learn how to accept her. Or, I don't even know if the baby is a her.
I think you said her.
Okay. You have to learn how to accept the baby, regardless, because that is your sibling, whether you like it or not. That's your sibling. And
don't you dare.
She's going to need her siblings when she gets older. Y'all don't need to have the same parents. Y'all have the same mom.
Right.
And that's enough. That is enough. Y'all have the same mother. Y'all are still blood. Understood, you are grieving about your dad, and you can't see anything past you and your mom. You and your mom and your dad. You can't see anything past that. And that's understandable because you're...
But it's just, I don't... What do you have to say?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
okay.
See, you took it too far. Stop it. Stop trying to bite it. You took it too far. You're taking it too far.
But tell what you think.
No.
Okay. Exactly.
So yes.
So no, you
are not the asshole for
but you are one for not accepting your sibling.
Right, and being like that to your mom about having a baby with someone else, because your mom has to move forward eventually. She's going to have to move forward eventually in order to get past that hurt, in order to get past that pain, in order to grow from the hurt and from the pain.
And like I said in last episode, and I'm going to say it again, even though I know you hate this quote.
I didn't hate the quote.
What is grief if it's not love persevering? And that's literally what she did. She loved, persevered.
She literally
the thing about did.
She literally showed her love for that man by staying close to his parents.
Exactly. So what she did...
honestly, what she could have done, what your mother could have done, is say, fuck the parents. She could have. She could have. But she didn't, because she loved her husband.
Mm-hmm. And she still does.
That man, and I know she still does, because she still wants them to be apart. She went about it the wrong way, but
very wrong.
She still loves. She loves. And y'all need to understand that was her way of still keeping them. I think it's really her way of keeping him alive and keeping him present in her life.
But the thing's that I don't know why if the husband was okay with her doing that.
But I think another thing is she's also feeling some type of way because the husband isn't accepted. But she has to understand that you were with your son.
I'm just saying, I don't think if it was me, I wouldn't have accepted that. Why are you telling these people they're going to be grandparents? That's not
that part.
Like, no, that's just weird.
I would have been like, okay, they can be bonus grandparents,
right? Sure. Bonus, but like grandparents.
But you're not gonna go tell them, hey, you're gonna be grandparents. No, they're not.
No, they're not. That is your ex-husband. And you think that's not okay? That's
husband's parents. Husband's parents. Sorry.
And no,
they're used to seeing you with him.
So why would you think they would accept? You know what? That pisses me off. Read the comment, please. Because she's weird. She's getting weirder by the second.
As much as it's not your sister's fault, she isn't their family, and your grandparents have no obligation to treat her like she is. I find it a bit weird that she expects them to treat her like they do you and your brother, knowing that too. Hasn't her husband got a family or parents who are that little girl's actual grandparents? I feel bad for the baby in all of this. She's innocent. She didn't ask to be put in the position. I feel like your mom should have known things would have changed once she had a baby and how they reacted to her new husband. I can understand your mom being a bit hurt, but it's weird, and she keeps pushing it when they've made their feelings clear. Not the asshole for saying what you said. I agree.
Mom's weird.
Okay.
Give me one more. Give me a good one.
Let me see. Hold on.
Hold on.
I think.
Hold on.
OP says, my mom's family isn't close or involved in each other's lives. You got that answer.
There you go.
We met them a few times, but it wasn't really a family. That was more of dad's side for all of us. Her husband's family are involved and close. Okay.
So, okay, well, they got she got
grandparents.
All right, then. So leave the other ones out of it.
So leave them alone.
Leave.
She got grandparents. Leave them alone.
Leave.
And, yeah, that's it. Sounds like your mom came to view your father's her late husband's parents as her parents and is struggling to understand that their relationship has changed. Sounds like you and your brother aren't the only ones in need of therapy. Yeah.
So now we know her parents aren't really close near to her family. Now I know that she probably but felt like that was her parents as well. Like, so she needs therapy.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much everybody's saying she is not the asshole for saying what she said to her mom. So yeah. But I don't think you're the asshole for saying what you said to your mom because what you said was true. Harsh truths are something, they're harsh. They're harsh. But
keep them grandparents out of this.
Yes.
Please. And please treat your baby sister as one.
Yes, please treat your baby sister better because she doesn't deserve that. I mean, she's very innocent in all of it. She didn't ask to be here, and I think that y'all could definitely treat her better. She's still your blood.
Literally.
Huh?
Literally.
Yeah, she's still your blood. Yes, she's your half sister, but she's still your sister.
She's still your sister.
She's still your sister. Half or full, it doesn't matter.
She's still your sister.
You're still siblings and you still share blood. And that's where I think a lot of people who have half siblings, because I have hella half siblings. All my siblings are half siblings. Do I call them half siblings? No. Why would I?
I would call my siblings half siblings now.
Why would I?
Even that one. Oh, technically he is. Oh.
He is.
Oh yeah, he's not a sibling. He's half.
But the thing about it is,
we
weren't raised to call each other half brother, half sister, because it don't matter. We're still related.
He is still my brother.
Halfway or not, we're half blood.
I changed too many diapers. You are my sibling.
I ain't changed no diapers, but I know they changed mine. So really, I don't really care. Y'all my siblings, and y'all my sisters and my brothers, and I'm not changing that. I'm not, because if I introduce y'all to somebody, I wouldn't say, hey, this is my half sister. This is my half brother. No. This my brother. This my sister. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Y'all doing too much technicalities. That's your blood. Act like it.
Act like it.
Period.
Point.
Okay.
Blank.
Well, I think that the full gist of this whole episode is kick out any people who think that...
this whole thing was about siblings.
No.
Yes, it was. The first one was about siblings.
It was. It had a lot of siblings within it, but it wasn't all about siblings. But it was...
No, most of it literally was about siblings because the first one was about the stepbrother.
Yes.
Then the second one...
The twins.
But
it wasn't necessarily about the
siblings.
Twins. But it was about... So basically, the gist of the episode was get rid of anybody around you that seems rapey or pedo-y or anything of that nature, and get rid of people who defend them.
Okay.
And stop forcing anybody in your family to have a relationship with people that they don't technically need to have a relationship with. Mm-hmm. Like, don't force...
We should do lessons now. Mm-hmm.
Like,
lessons, just mind your business.
Mind your business. Get in where you fit in. Mm-hmm. And don't try to force your way in.
Exactly.
Like, stop forcing it. Y'all be forcing relationships with people and it's not necessary. Let people build their own relationships. Let people actually build that for themselves. Don't be sitting over here, oh, I'm your mom. No, fuck, you're not.
You're not my dad.
You're not my dad. Like, don't be sitting over here, you're their grandparent. I am nothing to that child. and if you're defending people who are rapey, you gotta go.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Because, and protect those that you love.
Yes.
Period. Protect the ones that you love, because at the end of the day, if you don't and you defend whoever the fuck was against them, you're no longer a protector. You're an enemy. Now you're victim blaming. Be better. Everybody be better.
Do better.
Be better.
Do better.
All right, y'all. Well, this leads us to the end of another episode. We hope y'all enjoy. Had a lot of harsh truth stuff in there. I'm so sorry.
There was some interesting stories.
If y'all really feel offended by our harsh truth, then y'all really need to get a clue, honestly, because sometimes we have to cut down.
Let's be honest. If you're for her, harsh truth, because I'm not that harsh.
I'm gonna be real. Sometimes y'all do have to turn down the sensitivity and really get a clue.
Understood. But mine's is down. If you notice, I haven't been that harsh. I've actually been, because I can be harsh.
I think you need to get there.
No. It can't be two.
Because
it can't be two.
Because be for real.
It can't be two.
Because we can, we go hard with the harsh truth.
Exactly. It can't be two.
It can't be.
I don't want it to.
I think
I feel like I'm the safe space in this. I feel like I'm the safe space in this.
No, because I can be very sensitive about things. I can be very sensitive about things. But when it comes down to certain things, I think that some people really need harsh truths. Simply just because you're not seeing it the way everybody else is seeing it and explaining it to you, because you're so in your feelings about it. Now I gotta give it to you real, and I gotta put it on the floor. You cannot do this because of this. Do I have to go slower? Like, it has to be harsh.
Understood. I'm still going to lower it down a little bit, though.
Because you have to do it to me sometimes.
You don't even listen.
I listen eventually. It's on my own terms, though. Like, when I make everything a puzzle piece and everything clicks in my head, it'd be like, oh, well, yeah, so I'm going to do this. And she'd be like, I said that. I'd be like, but I'm still going to do this.
Imagine how much that irritates me. And she wondered why we broke up earlier in this episode.
We didn't even break up. If y'all believe we broke up, please try it.
People ask if I'm happy. I just don't know what to tell them.
If y'all think we broke up, please try to slide in her DMs. I would love it. I would love it.
It's okay. She don't got my passwords.
I don't need to have her passwords.
She don't got my passwords.
I don't need to have her passwords.
She don't got my passwords. Y'all fine. Y'all fine.
I don't need them.
We're broken up. It doesn't matter.
She keeps forgetting. I find out shit even if I don't want to.
Shit. Let me change my password to everything now. Thank you for that. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that.
I don't need to know the password. That's the thing. I don't need to know it. So, in that case, we're going to see y'all next time. All right?
Help me.
Are you going to say your thing?
Mm-hmm. Please don't hit me.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm over here with my hands crossed.
Okay. All right, y'all. If I did not see you,
she over here acting like she don't be knocking
you know
me upside the head with pillows and shit.
I don't do that.
Girl, fuck you. Yeah, you do.
I don't do that.
You really gonna lie? She be pushing my fucking phone. If I'm on my phone, she be like,
I don't do that. Does it look like I do that, y'all?
Yeah, it do. Anyways, say your shit. Let's go. I gotta cook.
If I do not see you, good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah.